News Channel 7. Time for 7 First Alert weather.
Well, one hot day today. We've got another one that's coming tomorrow. High temperature so far today, 104. The record's 107. Okay, so we didn't hit the record today. Tomorrow, we're 103, 104. The record's 103. So we could be breaking that record. I know it's so hot. That's the only thing I can really tell you about that. Let me start out by showing you the heat advisory as you're looking at this, which continues through 9 o'clock tomorrow night. That just means when the extreme heat is expected to move somewhat. The ridge of high pressure, this heat dome that's over us with all this hot weather, continues through tomorrow, but starts migrating a little bit as we get into Thursday and Friday. So we feel that it's going to have some changes to the temperatures. It's not going to change them entirely, but it's going to drop them a few degrees on this. And if you look at tomorrow's high, you can see in this computer model, this showing a 105. Thursday, there's 100, so you can see the difference there, and then down to a 97. That's that adjustment that we were talking about in this heat dome. 95 degrees for Saturday, and then it really comes down. Here's the Western Idaho Fair right along through here as well, which begins at the end of the week, and you can see KTVB Day, 80 degrees. Looks pretty good there on Monday. And then next week, most of the temperatures are in the 80s. So these are the highs. Let's look at some of the lows. With this really hot weather, even for tomorrow morning, we're still looking at temperatures down around 70 degrees. You know, normally when you have weather like this, you could have lows 78, 82, that kind of thing. Really kind of hot mornings, but we're going to be seeing it cooling just a little. But then next week, after this weekend, these are really cool temperatures in the morning, and that's what's going to be occurring for next week. So talking about this heat dome we're talking about here, it's over the entire Northwest. And we're still seeing some hot temperatures. In fact, near 100 degrees in Portland, Oregon today. Boise had 104. You can see down here to the south where this red happens to be at. But now it starts to move just a bit as we get into Thursday and Friday. And you can see not as hot with some of this air that's coming in from the north. The other thing is a little bit of that smoke that's over here in western Oregon, especially east of Eugene, because they have the massive fire there that could be bringing in a little bit of smoke that we showed you just a little while ago. But look at these highs today. And in Portland, I was talking about 100 is 103, Bend 102, and in Seattle, 95 degrees. Down in Redding, it was 113 for the high temperature. Now, the changes in this and actually help to push this heat out are the thunderstorms here to the south. It's going to take a while. They're already right here, right along the border area, but they'll be very slow in setting up. And when they do, there's a chance of some thunderstorms that could be more toward the end of the week. So you're looking at some of the temperatures expected for tomorrow. Even most of the mountains are in the lower 90s at least. And then look at these temperatures. Look at Weiser. Look at Ontario. Okay, up to 106, 107. Boise, I've got the 103 there, could be as high as 105 as I had mentioned. And then when you look at the 7-day forecast, there it is, at least through Friday. So continue this heat through the end of the week. Saturday's not going to be much of a difference, but I think it's going to start showing a little bit into Sunday and Monday and Tuesday of next week, and even a chance of a few thunderstorms. We're going to be back with more news in just a moment.